This is Jay Teaches Reading for All, Lesson 47, in which we'll be reading words with WH having a silent H in that combination. In fact, in the next three lessons, we're going to be looking at letters combining with H that will be forming an unusual, unexpected sound. This is the least unexpected of those that we're going to be studying. So, we'll now get into review, and I failed to review Lesson 44 last time. Lesson 44 is an important lesson, and I do want to have a review of that because it's got some unusual words that we see commonly in reading. So it is important that students know these words. So, okay, students, say these before I do. Sun, one, ton, come, some, from, of. And I don't think I mentioned this when we went through the prior lessons, but come and some not only have an sound for O, but the E, that silent E at the end, does not make the O say its long sound. So it's got a couple tricks to it in these words. All right, and then Lesson 45, where the U sometimes makes a different short sound. Instead of umbrella, it makes an as in book. In these words, which all have a U, we're going to hear the sound. Go ahead, students. Put, pull, full, bull. And teachers, if you think students need some more practice on these words, press pause and give them some more practice. Okay, the true and false from Lesson 45. Right here. And once again, I got to get pandas on the screen. And I think we've got pandas on the screen, and I think we've got everything else on the screen. Teachers, listen to students read these sentences. Press pause. Okay, Lesson 46. Here we have P combining with H, making very unusual sound of F, as in phone. All right, students, say these before I do. Fill, fill up, phone, phony, photo, Phyllis, physics, graph. And teachers have students read these to you. These words contain some tricky ones. You may want to have the student sound it out slowly as you go from left to right, like is, and then have the student say it at normal speed. You also might want to use the print and say method, where the student looks at the word while spelling it and then pronounces it. that is helpful for many students. All right, press pause and have the students go over these words. Now, teachers, if you haven't already done so, which some of you probably did, press pause and have the students read these 4 sentences to you. Okay, and number 47, which is a lesson that I should have had on the table. And here it is. The whale finally swam in. And here are words in which the WH has a silent H in it. And here's my whale. I did not draw that whale. Got it offline, just in case you're wondering. So the words are whale, when, white, whiz, what, there's an A that sounds like an what, whack, whiff, while, whip, whim, wine, why. And going over some meanings here, whiz can mean throwing something super fast. Maybe it makes a whirring sound, like a whizzing sound. It could also mean someone who is really, really good at doing something, like a math whiz. Whiff means a faint or momentary smell of something. You could get a whiff of a skunk that may not be really close by, but you can just smell something funny in the air. And if it gets closer, it won't be so funny. Also, whiff could mean missing something that you're swinging at, like the batter does not want to whiff when swinging the bat at the ball. Whim is a passing desire to do something. So a sentence might be, he asked to be served some raw fish on a whim. He might change his mind later. Whine is to complain in a childish way about something. She might whine about not being allowed to go to the movie on Saturday. So I think we all know exactly what that means. And let's see. I guess, teachers, you can take care of any of the rest of them that students might have a question about. So I'd like you, teachers, to have the students say these words and then give them the spelling test. My suggestions are when, white, what, while, why. Press pause. Now we go to the true and false. Have the students read these to you twice. Once silently, second time out loud, giving you the reason for their final true and false answer. Press pause. My answers: I got a whiff of the smell of a rose. That's possible. You could get kind of close and get a slight smell of a beautifully smelling rose. Number 2, I got a photo of a white whale and a blue bull. Well, it depends on how much imagination the students have. You could have photos that were, of cartoons, cartoon figures or something like that. There may be white whales. I've never seen a blue bull, but a fictitious character called Paul Bunyan, he had a blue bull called Babe. So this one could go either way. Number 3. Tammy wants a white hat and a tan dress. That's possible. True. Number 4. Phyllis won some nice dimes from Phil. Well, they might be doing a little gambling or something. And she won, and she got dimes for her winning. So that's a possible true as well. Our next lesson is going to be the S in combination with H. And as you might guess, it's not going to sound like S. It sounds like sh, like in ship or fish. So, shh. We're going to quietly sneak over into lesson 48. Shh.